So this is Iona's second detective run from May 21st. There's a video already out of the first run. She did awesome, and she was primed to go for the search. You'll see she just busts into this search area and just starts finding hides left and right. It was pretty phenomenal. This is a really cool search set by Penny Scott Fox with a lot of straightforward hides and some quite difficult hides. So a really fun one, and here it goes. So you can see we're at the start line here, and Iona takes off, and she just goes straight for this threshold. So proud of her. She oftentimes blows past thresholds because she's so fast. So it's good to see her working right from the start line. She's already picked up the second hide here. Hides like this between ground height and nose height, like under a chair or under a wagon, are her bread and butter. She could just pick these off all day long. So it was just really made me feel really confident going into the search to see her just nailing these hides left and right. So she goes into the room and again hits another threshold. So she's really on here. She's working really efficiently. This is an interesting hide. You can see that Dee, sitting on the chair here, is a human distractor. So she was there for all the dogs, I'm guessing. Iona's in odor, and she's working it close to her, which can be hard because a lot of times dogs smell odor on humans, and they learn not to alert on them because we all stink like odor when we walk around with our, hides in our pockets and stuff. So it was cool to see her alerting on that. That was an inaccessible hide there, and she worked it really nicely. This is kind of a cool area. It's really tight in this kitchen, and so I'm hanging back. I called this hide. I couldn't see Iona's nose. I could only see her butt, but I knew that she was on odor. I knew she was alerting right there, so I felt really confident. This was a really difficult one for Iona, and she's obviously in pooling odor. Watch my feet. What I don't do is I don't just post up and set my feet where she's working. You can see I'm constantly moving around. And what this does is this gives her the ability to move out of the search area or move back in, to follow odor without feeling like I'm pressuring her. And I thought it was up, because you saw she goes up, but she ends up alerting down, and it actually surprised me. So I thankfully called alert there, but I was not expecting that one. So that's when it really pays to keep a close eye on your dog. Here she is working this section of the room for the first time. And you can see really quickly she zeroes in on this hide under this chair. So now I'm thinking, okay, I just need to play, cleanup. I'll go over all the areas one more time. And you can see she goes behind the thing. She's always going behind stuff. I love it when she goes behind stuff. She always sticks her nose in trash cans. That's just my girl. So I'm thinking I gotta, mop this area up. So we're going to try to go back over every single area that we covered now. When she gets over to here, you can see she starts getting into odor and hopping up, right? She goes behind the piano, and I think I'm like, oh, this dog. But she's really working odor, and you can see I have my hand up to make sure she doesn't get tangled with the leash. She ends up working from above to down, right? You can see that, and finally figures out it's down there. The reason is because that hide is underneath those hot windows, and it's pulling the odor up. So she did great working. That's like a chimney hide. Those are the hardest hides for her to find. So I was just, watching this video, I'm just blown away with how well she did that. In real life, I don't even think I noticed that. But again, that's why you get the videos, so you can really understand what's going on, so that when you do see it in real time, you're able to interpret that information correctly and correctly call it. So here we are, just sweeping up the area. You can see that she catches little bits of scent cones, but then goes, oh, I found that already. So I take her outside, and she ends up, just like the other search, she ends up finding all the hides outside again. I let her work this because I don't know, there might be a hide there on the doorway, but she starts working it back to where that threshold was. So again, I just want to cover this exterior area before I call finish, and she finds that hide, and she works the edge here, she finds that hide.
Found that one too.
And then she finds the very first hide that we found, and I feel pretty confident calling finish. So she ended up getting second in this search. It's just such a solid search from her, and really a great one to be a part of. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll have some more fun videos up for you.